Hello there, folks. Time for another video and shave. Alright, just out of the shower. Throat's a little scratchy today. Actually had to turn the heat on for the first time. Yeah, it got pretty cold last night. So, I'm going to do a continuation of Stubble Buster today. But today I'm going to be using the Burnish. Stubble Buster Burnish. And that consists of lemon, neroli, and pineapple. Right up there on the top of the container. And the funny thing is, as I was smelling this soap the other day, it reminds me of another soap scent that I have. And I mean, I have over 100 soaps. So I figured, you know what? Let me check Chisel Face, since this is kind of from the same guy. From Ron at Groomatorium. So I have every single, well, almost, I don't have every single Chisel Face. But I have a handful of Chisel Face, and I also have their sample pack of 10. I went through every one, and I couldn't match it up to that, so. This is definitely a scent that I definitely have in another soap. I just have so many soaps that I went through a whole bunch and I couldn't match it up to anything else. But I've definitely smelled this before, and not just in this. Yummy. And remember, awesome lid fits under the container. I know you guys get mad at me for that. It's a good scent. Like it says, the main notes of the scent notes of this is the lemon, the neroli, and pineapple. So it is an interesting scent. The Burnish. Stubble Buster Burnish. Not a sponsor, just to let you know. Alright, so today I was like, kind of figuring out what kind of gear I was going to use after my shower and whatnot. So before I went in the shower though, I soaked, because it is kind of chilly today, even though it's warm in my bathroom because I just got out of the shower. I took the old SHASH Bowl. Where's that logo? There it is. And I had it soaking in some hot water. And I also put the soap in there. I've been soaking that. I didn't put a lot of soap in here. I actually don't know if I have enough. I just put a little dollop in there, a little tiny dollop. Because today I'm going to use, I feel like using my F-1 Innovator knot today by Rich Man Shaving. It's got a small handle, kind of like my Simogue brushes. So I figure I'll use this in the bowl, even though the knot is a little bit bigger on this F-1 Innovator. So I had that soaking because it is a hybrid knot. It's synthetic and finest badger. And then razor today I was like, man, what razor am I going to use? First I was going to use the Merkur Future. Then I was going to use a Parker variant. And then I said, you know, I shave all the time with my Rockwell 6S. So I'm like, I don't know. So, you know, I'm going to go back to what I shaved with way back in the day. I'm going to go back to my Merkur 38c, which has got the same exact head as a 34c. Just with a longer handle. I like the longer handles. That's the reason why I got this. Because after I bought the 34C, the handle was a little bit too short for me. So, I found the 38C. Was the same razor. Longer handle. Basically. Anyway. Fresh out of the shower. My kids actually are off all week today. But my son is home. I think he's playing video games. I don't know what he's doing, actually. My wife's out and about with my granddaughter. So, I figured let me get in the shower. Let me get hydrated. Let me shave. Alright, so, I have that soaking in that SHASH Bowl, which weighs, you know, 6 million pounds. So, I have to get a crane in here to lift that bowl up. So, I'm going to lather this up using the F-1 Innovator knot by Rich Man Shaving. And you folks can either chill and hang out with me, or you can fast forward, or grab a snack. Now I really don't use this brush to bowl lather, but because usually I'm using my timeless bowl. And it kind of gets lost inside that bowl because of the small handle. But I figure I'll take the SHASH Bowl out today, since it's been out. I have my scuttles out too, but it's got to be really cold. I usually use those when it's really cold. But yeah, it's whipping it up pretty good. And I only put a little bit of soap actually in this bowl. So, but I should have enough to do a few passes at least. The F-1 Innovator knot holds a pretty good amount of lather. And it's looking pretty good. This bowl actually whips up the lather kind of quickly because it, especially if the lather's warm. And it has those nice little ridges in it. And the ridges are not like sharp at all. Because some people are concerned. I was actually concerned before I bought it. I was like, well, it has ridges cut into the marble. I don't want it to be sharp because I don't want it to actually, like, you know, cut the tip of my brushes or fray them pretty bad. But it's been great. It's not sharp. Alright, I think I'm going to leave it there because that's looking nice. It's loaded up pretty good. I got some left in the bowl. Right there. Oh, that bowl's heavy. Especially on my busted up shoulder. In case you didn't remember, I had rotator cuff surgery a few years back. So that shoulder hasn't been... That's why I can't get my left hand up on my face. Sometimes because that shoulder is a little tweaked. Alright, I think I'm going to leave it there. Beautiful. 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 Alright, just going to dab the face with some water. Go with the Stubble Buster Burnish. Yeah, usually I'm used to putting a ton of soap in my timeless bowl because I'm usually using larger knots. But since I'm using a smaller bowl, I figure, you know what? I'm going to put just a little bit of soap in there and see what happens. And it was just a little bit of soap too. But as you can see, that lather's awesome. Stubble Buster soaps lather up nice. The slickness is great. I didn't put a pre-shave on. I was thinking about it, but I was like, I'm using kind of a milder razor today, so let's see how she goes straight up soap only. All right, I think that's pretty good. Do got some soap everywhere on my shirt as usual. That's okay. That's how we like it. That's how we like it when we shave with the shirt on. To keep it rated PG. All right. Just clear the lips. Oh, did I tell you what blade I had in there? I can't even remember. I'm getting old. Well, blade that's in there, in case I'm doing this twice, is a Gillette Wilkinson sword on its first use. So, there's a Gillette Wilkinson sword in my Merkur 38c. First use. Boy, that brings back memories. I remember how impressed I was when I first got my Merkur 34c, because my wife back in 2006 bought me that Vanderhagen set, and that's how I got started in this. And it was okay, but the razor was kind of clanky because it was a butterfly, and the blades kind of really were gross. So when I ran out of those blades, that's when I went online for a blade search, and I was watching a bunch of videos, and I believe at the time I was watching maybe Nick Shaves, and he was talking up the Merkur 34c, so I bought that. And I think the first custom, well, not custom, but yeah, kind of custom blade I bought was some Astra SPs, which now I've kind of fell out of love with, just because I just think the newer ones aren't like the originals. The original Astra SPs I bought had the black writing on it, and now they're laser etched, and I'm pretty sure they're not fakes, the ones I have, but they don't shave like I remember them to shave. So I kind of don't, I have a lot of them, I kind of don't use them anymore. Sometimes you fall out of love with a blade, like the Vashkaj used to be one of my favorites, and I kind of like, I rarely shave with those anymore. I kind of find, you know, a blade I like, and, you know, I kind of stick with that for a while, and then I'll jump back and forth between the blades, different razors. I would probably have to say that if I wasn't making videos, I would probably shave every day. Well, whenever I shave, I would probably use my Rockwell 6S. With either like a chroma blade or a Balzano or a Gillette 7 o'clock black. Well, since I make the videos, I kind of want to, you know, shake it up a little bit. Because you don't have to own 75 razors and 5 million different kind of blades. Well, that felt good. It's good to shave with an old friend. Good old Merkur 38c. Even though it is on the mild side, you still could bite yourself with it, so still have to be careful. That's what happens sometimes. I get so used to some razors I forget that it is a razor. And the residual slickness on this Stubble Buster soap is great. You know, I gotta say, most artisans nowadays, their slickness on their soaps are pretty awesome. I really haven't gotten a an artisan soap that has poor slickness, I'll tell you that. Most artisan soaps nowadays are, their slickness performance is pretty stellar. You know, there are some soaps that aren't, you know, like artisan made, handmade, that are pretty slick too. Like, I still think one of the slickest non-artisan, I call it non-artisan just because it's mass produced, like Panade, for instance, the Panade Clement soaps. Wow. Let me tell you, that's some slick soap. That to this day I think is still the slickest soap from like a major company that I've ever used. I'm not counting artisans on that one. Alright, back to the Stubble Buster. Stubble Buster Burnish. My last shave was with Stubble Buster Game. And I also have Stubble Buster Impertinent, I think. That's the other one I have. I have 2 more that I want to get. But I just want to get some more Chisel Face. I want to get the Chisel Face Banana because I love banana scents, and I know they came back out with it. I hope it's still available though. So when I get a couple more extra dollars to spend, I'll probably be getting either the Chisel Face Banana or something like that. That F-1 Innovator knot is definitely a great knot. That hybrid, you know, synthetic natural hair blend. I don't know if it's a 50-50 ratio, but it does a good job. Like I said, my only regret with that brush was the size of the handle. I should have got a larger handle, but that's why I have it. I use it on certain different soaps or different applications. It's another great knot for those harder soaps. If you're gonna like load up out of the container. Just got soap in my ear. Alright, so just a little bit against the grain with the Merkur 38c. Like I said, there's also the scent on this soap. I have definitely experienced the scent of the soap in some other soap, which I can't figure out or remember at the moment. It's very pleasant. It's not super, super fragrant. Like the fragrant doesn't actually like attack you as soon as you open up the container. I kind of get a little bit of that. I get more of like the pineapple-y scent. I remember the first time I shaved with the Merkur, and I was like, wasn't sure what angle to put it at, and even though it was the same angle pretty much as that Vanderhagen I originally had. But I would never forget, I was like, oh, I'm in the big leagues now. I was like, I have a German-made razor. You know, precision instrument. Still a great razor though. The only thing I don't like about certain razors is the very corners of the blade guard. Some of them to me are, because sometimes I'll push the razor a little bit. You know, you're not supposed to, but once I get that angle right and I get comfortable with the razor, I'll push it a little bit. And sometimes the edge of the blade, just the corners of the blade guard kind of are sometimes a little sharp, and they don't scratch my face, but it feels uncomfortable sometimes. Wow, that was a great pass. That was a really great pass. Just have a little bit under the neck. All good over here. I think like lips. Just want to go. Yeah, I'll just take one more quick little trek under the chin. Yeah. Little weeper. Little weeper. Almost feels like I have a spot where I am kind of totally missing. Alright, I'm going to quit it there because you know me, I'll shave until there's bone. How did I get water all the way over there? I wasn't even shaving over there. Well, you know. That's how much water I got in my little sink towel there that I keep by the sink. Because any water that I overflow, I don't want to go on my pants or the bottom of my shirt, even though I changed my shirt anyway because the top is all wet. I have a little tiny weeper there, but nothing to write home about. I'm just going to empty the sink because it is a whisker fest. Just going to do a little cold water rinse too while I'm at it. That's Stubble Buster soap. They have good slickness. Yeah, very nice. Very, very nice. Good slickness. What I kind of also smell is a little bit of that lemon. That's in that soap too, the lemon and the pineapple. The neroli, I really don't get much of that at all. Man, that's good. That's a good shave. So, real quick, that was Stubble Buster Burnish with the lemon, neroli, and pineapple. Like I says, I'm going to eventually put two and two together. This definitely has a scent of another soap I own by another artisan. I just can't figure it out at the moment. I went sniffing a whole bunch of soaps yesterday. Okay, that was the Merkur 38c with the Gillette Wilkinson sword blade in it there, if you can see that. Good combination. By the way, it's a 3-piece razor in case you guys didn't know. Like I said, it's pretty much the same exact razor performance-wise as the 34C, except with a nice longer handle. Has that nice barber pole handle, which is kind of nostalgic. I kind of like that. Cool deal. 38C. Good razor. No, that's what I call a great shave. So I also used my Rich Man F-1 Innovator. That was the F-1 Innovator there. with that synthetic and finest badger combination. I'll tell you what, it's a great brush for loading up out of the container. It definitely pulls the soap out nice, releases the soap nice, because I've had a couple brushes where, you know, they had great knots on them, big lofty knots, and you load it up, but then it wouldn't release the soap. It would just stay in the brush, and you had to like manually kind of pull it out of the brush. But this knot in this brush is great. It cleans up real quick too, because like it says, it is also synthetic. I don't know the actual ratio if it's 50-50, but it is a brush that is easy to maintain. It does its job well. Like I said, my only complaint, and that was my fault, is the size of the handle. I just should have got it with a larger handle. So, but it's a great performing knot. Look at that, nice knot. Rich Man Shaving. This was the F-1. I don't know if he still has the F-1s. I think he has a newer knot. I forget what they're called, but I'll put the link to his Etsy page there. Alright. I think today I'm going to hit myself up with a little bit of Thayers. Just a little bit of Thayers Cucumber. Feels like I'm in the garden. Kind of like to use the Thayers just as a little antiseptic there, without that burn, because what I'm going to put on next is definitely going to sting. But I feel still a little bit slick. That soap is pretty slick. Pretty slick. Actually, I kind of let this kind of soak in a little bit. I'm just going to rinse out my bowl. The big old SHASH marble bowl. The protector, the weapon. Yeah, that is a beast. That is a beast of a bowl. But I never could find the logo on this thing. It like disappears on me sometimes because it's etched into the marble. Easy bowl to maintain, like it says, it's solid marble. Let's see, where's the logo? There it is. SHASH. Oh, he turned it the wrong way. SHASH Bowl. Nice heavy duty bowl. Retains the heat well. It is still nice and warm. Alright. Yeah, that witch hazel did a nice little job there. So now, finish it off. Since the Stubble Buster has some lemon. Has some lemon in it. And a little bit of LimeSec. Little citrusy action. Trying to keep summer going, even though it's freezing here today. It's like it went from like being warm to being cold overnight. It's like one day we have the air conditioning on. The next day, turn the heat on. Usually, it used to be like a whole month would go by before I even had to turn the heat on. So, all right, folks. So that was an awesome Stubble Buster shave, and yeah, totally enjoyed that today. And notice I didn't get really interrupted. So, yeah, Great stuff. So if you liked my video, thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. Wow, yeah, it's good stuff. Alrighty, so until next shave, Glenn signing off.